Good day, I am Inigo Aranez from OL151, and today we're going to present to you our group's project in the course Information Management. Before that, let me introduce my group mates, John Emmanuel de la Vega, Isaac Sarte, and AJ Masacayan. Firstly, I would discuss about our business process. For our business process, the group interviewed the senior manager for Perla Insurance to discuss their underwriting process. Underwriting is the process of undertaking the risk of someone's business, asset, or property by means of financial compensation based on the value or scenario. Specifically, the group focused in the motor car insurance department of the company, which deals with insuring personal and commercial vehicles. The group discovered that the underwriting process begins with assessing type of car, such as private, commercial, PUV, etc., which will set the rate of the insurance, or in other words, the percentage of the total prescribed market value of the vehicle that should be charged to the customer as premium. Next, the current market value of the vehicle is assessed before deciding the total sum insured, equivalent to 80% of the current market value. Consequently, while the policy is being written, the customer fulfills a KYC known as the Know Your Customer Firm. And lastly, once the customer's info is recorded, it is entered into the database system. The policy is finalized and assigned to the customer, marking effectiveness until the coverage data lapses.
For the business rules, the customer must fill up all the data required in the KYC form. A single customer may be assigned to multiple policies. A policy cannot be inserted into the system without an existing customer to attribute with. The rate of a policy is a derived attribute taken from the product ID of the policy, which must exist in the products table and is used to retrieve the rate attribute of the product. The customers table share a one-to-many relationship with the policies table. The products table share a one-to-many relationship with the policies table, and the customers table does not share any relationship with the products table.
Hello, I am John Emmanuel de la Vega, and this is our CRUD app. This was built using React as the front end and Python running Flask as the back end. So we only have four options here: to register a new customer, to register a new policy to an existing customer, and to view the existing customers and policies. So let's start with registering a new customer. So first of all, fault detection. If we try to submit, it will say missing information detected. Please verify your data. So um, for example, I just put my name here and the address, phone number, because uh, these were coded as such. The browser recognizes it. Then let's just put random numbers here because we don't have that yet. Then submit. We'll say submitted. And just to make sure, it's a good idea to check the existing customers right here. So as you can see, this is our entry. So that's the read function. Let's go back. Now we can create a new policy using that. Uh, so let's say we want a policy for a car, just a random car. Now we'll choose the customer ID from this table. So if the customer ID doesn't match with any entry in the database, it won't go through because this is a foreign key. So let's choose one from this. Let's say 7, the new customer that we added to the database earlier. Then product ID, this will determine the rate. So let's say private car. Coverage date, let's say 2025, for example, probably June 12. This is also fault detected. So, for example, if we say that and market value, let's just say it's 800,000. If you try to submit, it will say your date is invalid. So let's correct that. And this is the status from the backend server, which means it was submitted. We can go back now and we can view existing policies right here. So this is what we created. This is not updatable because we need to uh, modify the data, and we can't have that. We either rewrite this by creating it again or leaving it as is. It's a different story for the customers, however, as we can update the most vital information, but again, we can't change the address or the tax identification number because those are the details supplied by the customer. Let's try updating it. So say- let's use this fake name again and email address. Let's say my email and my phone number. Let's change this to 7 just for the sake of it. And save changes. It's going to refresh, and now this is how it looks like. So that's the CRUD app that we developed. Have a good day.
Good day. I'm Aloysius John as Masacayan to present recommendation for improvement. The current ARD paper discusses Perla Insurance's existing database system for the ordering process. There are some aspects that should be improved to enhance the database system during this process. The following are the team's recommendations. First and foremost, the developers face disputes within the ARD whilst developing the ARD and CRUD. As a recommendation for potential programmers and developers, they have to construct a sharper display of the tables and their relationships. The ERD must be evaluated and reorganized. Second is, with our entity relationship diagram in its status quo, we assert that it can still be tailored to fit with the enterprise. Furthermore, assessments and recommendations from database specialists are much welcomed in order to enhance the ERG. Last but not least, converting manual update entry to auto updater entry would be a wonderful element for potential developers, not just for ease. However, it can also be essential to prevent potential mistakes like human errors and things something like that.